going on, guys? And I'm back again pretty much as a response to my previous video on the day -1 thoughts on Call of Duty Ghosts. And now that it's been about a good week or so, or at least in my case tons and tons of hours of playtime. I mean, I stayed up at like up to 4 a.m. a couple of nights already, so hopefully you kind of get the main vibe where this is going. And I don't necessarily like reviewing games, but because I don't really articulate very well, and I just don't like being too nitpicky or too negative on things. That's how other sites are like that too. But in my case, it's just I just like playing video games, and it's the only thing that I'm somewhat viable at in life. So I just do these videos for fun or whatever. But anyways, we're not even on that, are we? So obviously I'm really enjoying this game. It's bringing me back to those times where I would stay up till early mornings just playing, even though it's with significantly fewer friends. But to kind of touch back on the things I said in the other video, and now that a lot of people had a chance to play and the strategy or whatever kind of spreading out and you're seeing how the whole game plays, I still believe there's a high emphasis on gunplay, at least compared to other Call of Duties. There's no let's get these 2 or 3 guys this kill streak and just cover the map and just have explosives and kill streaks raining down the entire time. And as far as those kill streaks and point streaks go, what I feel is, I guess, kind of cheap for the point streaks is kind of the ballistic vests. They're extremely useful, even on hardcore, and obviously other than a headshot can take an enemy down, but it takes quite a number of extra bullets before they eventually die. Even at times where I get the first shot in, I still kind of lose the fight once in a while because they took those extra few shots and had time to react to seeing me, and vice versa. It's happened a couple of times. When I saw people using the ballistic vest, it made me unlock them myself, and I get them constantly, and my team survives that much longer and that much better. And as far as the kill streaks, I still think the dogs are pretty powerful for what they are, and at least it isn't taking over games. And then on both sides, there's the Juggernaut streak, and I really don't see it a lot. I think they're extremely powerful, but maybe because I don't see them often, I don't think they're broken. And I actually think it's funny when somebody has them on, and at least for me, the Maniac version, which is the extremely fast, only knives version, something out of a horror movie. When you see them coming at you, you can't really take them down right away, and then you just end up bitching and screaming because they just took you down without slowing down. So I think that's pretty funny. There's also a riot shield and a minigun version, but like I said, I haven't really seen them, and I haven't really bothered using them either. Obviously, there's still quite a number of streaks I didn't mention. I really don't think they're overpowered by any means. I really think most of the kill streaks are supportive, and even the ones that are kill based or air based, I think it's easily avoidable and taken care of, and obviously unless your team's really dumb. I'm not really a gun person, so I don't really know these guns, and probably not a lot of people that play this game are gun people. But I mean, there's not a lot to begin with, but I've noticed a lot of different guns actually being used, more than normal, and maybe because people have yet to find the gun. Normally in Call of Duties, there's like 2 or 3 guns being used throughout the entire game. Even though I said that, I myself have exclusively used one gun. I use the SMG MTAR X, and to make it worse, I scrub it up and use the target finder. It's really cheap, I admit, but fuck it, it's in the game, I'm gonna use it. And for the most part, all the guns, they have the recoil, but they're all right, and the attachments are, your basic attachments. You just choose your favorite, and you're good to go. And the good thing is the guns actually sound powerful in this game, as do most Infinity Ward Call of Duties, compared to Treyarch Call of Duties, where it just feels like you're shooting a BB gun pretty much. So it doesn't really matter. I may be just exaggerating the size because it's a new game and we haven't really gotten used to them yet, but there's a different feel to them for sure. And to me, it seems like most of the maps have a lot of levels to them, meaning like top, middle, and below. And there's a lot of extra rooms. Extra as in, I mean, there's still those extra rooms where you just randomly camp and get kind of annoying. But a lot of them, there's actually ways to get around and flank from another area. In conclusion, I'm not white knighting the game, just saying that I enjoy it and others should too. And I'm sure as much as people bitch and complain about it, they're just gonna follow the flowchart and get it eventually, anyways. Or they're just waiting for next gen, which this sounds logical as well. And it's a really fun game. It's not as chaotic as previous games. I don't want to say it's fair, but it's kind of headed towards that word. It's like Modern Warfare finally took its crazy pills and calmed down a little bit. People always want to compare this game to, I guess, Battlefield, which I like Battlefield. I played 3, played a bit of 4, and I can kind of see the argument there. There's not really a lot of FPS multiplayer titles out there, but I definitely, at least for now, feel like Battlefield is a PC game, at least till next gen, where we can finally get the full experience as on console. But it's just gonna get to the point, if it hasn't already, it's gonna be like Madden or Halo. But Halo, I guess it really isn't released that often, but it's gonna be towards a specific audience. It's either you care, or you're just gonna be bitter and salty for whatever reason. But it's gonna be bought by millions of people anyway, while the complainers are just gonna sit there, still complaining about it. But I guess it's kind of hard to defend your game, really, because there's a certain fanboyism issue to it, and really there's no middle ground for argument. So yeah, I just don't think this game should be overlooked, especially if you could stomach Modern Warfare 3 and Treyarch. Now I sound like the bitter person, but I just don't know how people enjoy those unless you're bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna talk about single player. I don't know what that is. I haven't even been single player in GTA, so. Meh. But I'll definitely be sticking through this game for quite a while. At least till next year maybe. They did announce another Call of Duty for 2014, which I think is Black Ops 3. I do kind of wish there would be a new IP that would come out and be decent, at least. So first, I don't have to listen to Black Ops 3. I just have a disgusting feeling that I'm gonna end up buying it. But also, so there's just better competition for these other games, and it's just better for the community as a whole. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Positive vibes throughout the whole video, because you gotta stay positive with things you enjoy. And I don't necessarily like doing these videos because normally people are overly opinionated, and gets really saturated out there. I'd rather stream, which I have been doing for quite some time now. Been doing it a lot lately, and once, if I get drained out of Call of Duty, then I'll definitely play something else. So be sure to check that out, and once again, follow everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, and see you guys real soon.
Kill confirmed. SATCOM uplink enabled. Kill confirmed. Ready for activation.
Did you see that guy?
Friendly Oracle overhead. SATCOM uplink enabled. Objective almost complete. Keep fighting. Kill confirmed. Nice work, Ghosts. Well done.
Look at Mike, went positive.
Look, look.
You're dumb.
I was waiting for like a minute.